Hometown hero.
Yes. So our hometown hero spotlight will fall upon an entrepreneur and educator, and mark my words, will be a mogul one day.
Mogul status.
He has designed over 150 websites and reached over 1.5 million views. His business acumen is one to be respected and admired. He has grown his company not only to provide web design, but also consulting, superior customer service, and his relentless goal to help at least 1,000 people become entrepreneurs. Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce you to the owner, CEO of Nothing But Web, LLC, the Quentin McDougald.
Wow, I got applause.
What's going on, my guy?
What's going on? Thank you.
Welcome to the table for three. We appreciate you coming in.
Yes, definitely.
This is my guy. I knew him for years.
Years.
And I appreciate you coming in, yo. What's going on with you?
I appreciate you guys having me. You know, this is very exclusive. I made it a concerted effort this year, 2023, to get in front of the camera because I like to move behind the scenes. So this is an official first podcast interview for
real.
you.
Oh, nice.
You know, I've done some audio ones, and but I only go to people that I respect,
Appreciate it.
Thank
what
you.
they're doing, and I appreciate you guys bringing me on today.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely
that's what-
appreciate
Awesome.
that.
Awesome.
So, Nothing But Web, LLC, man. What's going on? Let us know about that. What is going on with that?
So Nothing But Web LLC. That's my baby. That's my baby. My baby was born in 2011. As I shared with you before we started, 11/21. So actually, this month marks 12 years of business.
Nice.
Yo, clap it up. Hold on,
Congratulations.
clap it up for that. That is dope.
That's a big accomplishment.
Yes, it is.
And it's been a journey. It's been a journey. So I would start with currently what I offer is, of course, web design services. As you said in the bio, my goal is 1,000 entrepreneurs to help them out. So I do business consulting services. I do social media management. In February, I started my own network, and we'll
That's
probably
dope.
get into that.
Yeah.
The Entrepreneur Network. So this is the Nothing But Web Entrepreneur Network. I'm the glue. I like to call myself the glue between many projects that go around.
I believe
Go
it.
around here,
I believe it.
And again,
Busy guy.
a busy
guy.
busy.
Definitely.
Busy,
I
which is
mean,
great. Which is great.
12 years.
which
That's
is great.
nothing.
Yeah.
That's growth. That's patience. I know it had to be.
That's dedication.
Listen,
Tough.
to start this off, I usually talk to different entrepreneurs when I get started, and a lot of them, they usually get discouraged about what they do, and I just give them my story, because the best story is always your story, be personable with people. Just behind the scenes, when I first started, I was my first client.
Mm-hmm.
So the whole premise, the name of Nothing But Web started because a couple friends and I wanted to do a nonprofit basketball called Nothing. And everybody knows basketball, nothing but net.
Yeah.
So at the time, it was like, okay, all right, basketball company, basketball, what I could do. So I was my first client, ever. So you always want to bet on yourself. I encourage all entrepreneurs to bet on yourself. Then I acquired my first paying client, I'll say that. First paying client, like I said, 11/21. And then it was crickets.
Yeah.
It was crickets.
Tough,
So
yeah.
as an entrepreneur, you got to learn to pivot and figure it out. So, you could sit back there and just kind of go, okay, woe is me. I got one client, shut it down, pack it down. But what I decided to do is you got to make the best of everything. So with that one client, because I had to get great with my skills that I have, every single month I rebuilt it and put it back out there. Every single month. And then put it back out there to the public to get the perception that I'm working.
Right.
Because you always want to keep working. So I didn't get my second client into the third year in. Shout out to Gina, the shoe bar. And even with her, just the origin of where she started, she was doing shoe parties out of her trunk. And I seen her go from the parties out of the trunk to going online to watching her gut out a brick and mortar to go through the whole process. So that also helped me with that. And then I didn't get my third client maybe to year 4.5.
Wow.
And then as you said, 150 later,
Yeah.
it's here.
Man,
Take patience,
that is
definitely,
patience,
and dedication.
perseverance. Yo, dude, that's great.
I appreciate that, man.
It can definitely be a deterrent for a lot of people starting out like that.
I mean,
Yeah.
from year 1 to year 4, 3 clients, and now over 150. Like that's
in the span.
That's
in the span.
crazy.
But applaud yourself for never giving up. That's,
word.
that's the main key right there.
It just goes with time. I don't have 150 current clients.
Yeah,
But, just over the time.
Yeah,
span,
over time, yeah.
People come, people go. You learn from experiences, and I think it's just I like to share that as a consultant with different business owners. Just the power of just sticking with it. Everything.
So back in 2011, right? Web design wasn't like the thing at the time, was it? Or it wasn't like as explosive as you see now. It was like, what was the aha moment to be like, oh, I need to do web design. This is the future.
Well, so again, going back to my origin story, everybody has an origin story. I went shopping around, because we needed a website, and just meeting with different people. Just price point is kind of like, hey, I know it now. I know that now, but it's kind of like, hey, pricey. Some people 10,000, 15,000. It's like, whoa, I'm just trying to.
Yeah.
Me and my friends, we love basketball. We want to teach these kids basketball. We were just pulling up literally at any park. Any park you see, hey kids, you want to learn about basketball, and kind of doing it that way. But just the aha moment was just seeing that you can get your message out to the mass audience through a website. Yeah. Back then, I kind of did my research. So you always, another tip, gym number two. You want to do your market research. So at the time when I was thinking about getting a web design started, I went to everybody that was hot. And then I sat with them. Didn't tell them what I wanted, sat them, and had to put my consumer hat on two of them.
Right.
Learn what they did, what they didn't do. And then that's why I pride myself now on superior customer service. So, all my clients for the most part could look at me as a friend, because I'm with you throughout the journey. And then just the aha moment, again, wrapping back to your question, it was just like, how can I get my message out? Because I'm a designer. I'm a creator by heart. So, when you're a creator, whether it's music, whether it's design, creator's going to create.
Yeah, absolutely.
Creator's going to create.
Absolutely.
And then just being able to just see my ideas and people, at first, again, I like to play the background role.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But just to see people appreciate and then how things evolve over time and just my love of business, I think it was a perfect marriage that, hey, maybe I should try and start this website business.
Yeah, that's dope.
That is definitely
It's usually when it's like when you starting something and you looking to get some, things done for you and be like, yo, I could kind of do this, and it kind of kickstart the business anyway, because you be like, let me just try it and then start snowballing into something way bigger.
Way bigger than what you thought it was, yeah.
So that's super dope.
I love that you mentioned the customer service aspect of it, because that's so important. We touched on that recently.
Yeah.
Just the whole, a lot of people don't really understand how important customer service is in order to maintain your business and actually grow your business. And so I think that's absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Listen, 12 years, his customer service has to be superior for,
Right. I mean, listen, I like I said, I always pride people on my customer service because I feel that we live in a microwave era now. Everybody sees something on Instagram, TikTok, wherever you may see social media. You may know your homeboy, homegirl that does something. You may think first, instead of supporting them, you think, I could do that.
Right.
But then that's when the longevity bug got to kick in.
Right, absolutely.
You got to be able to withstand the ups and downs of how it goes and just figuring it out. So most people nowadays, they just say, hey, I know somebody can do it, or I can do it overseas, or I can do it with this builder. My thing is, I'm the type of entrepreneur, I'm the type of business owner with all my clients. If you have something going on, I'm pulling up. You got a grand opening, I'm pulling up.
Nice.
It's a birthday party, I'm pulling up.
So that's something I can attest, because outside of him being a great businessman, he's a great friend. That dude will call you and make sure you good. Like he called me a couple of times and be like, yo, you good, your family good. So I think coupled with just personality and his business acumen, it's just a recipe for success, dog.
Right.
And you've been doing it, dog. So I appreciate you, dog, for real.
Wow.
So in this climate now, you got all these different type of like web development type of services, Wix.com, GoDaddy.com. How do you stay successful with these types of web development websites?
So I think that goes back to market research. As far as market research, that plays, if you're an entrepreneur and you're not doing market research, there's something wrong with you.
Right.
I took my time and I learned every single platform because a lot of the time, some people may have bad experiences with web designers and they may just need help.
Right.
So my thing is, hey, what platform are you using? You don't have a platform, I can build it from scratch for you, or just making sure that I'm familiar with every platform, being able how to work them. So to answer your question, how do I navigate? Learn them all.
Absolutely.
Learn them all. Just learn them all, figure out And then that way I educate myself on all of those so that when people come to me, I can give them a handcrafted experience based on what they need for their business. So if you need certain features, certain functionalities of certain things, I may say, hey, you know what? I'll build it over here because this is what does it over here. Or now I can tell you, just even like as far as you mentioned, like, you know, some of the companies, I'm not going to name any names, just working with those particular companies hand in hand, I'm actually a designated partner with them. Nice. As far as so like when they have new updates, I get the first of everything. So people can use them, but you know, to be an actual certified, you know, quote unquote partner with these particular companies, they send me the first of the first. Try this out, try out different things, and I get the first of the rollouts. So now if you're a competitor and you're trying to do these things, I can get to these things a year before you can actually get to them. Yeah. But that just speaks to the longevity in the game.
Absolutely.
Wow. That's what's up.
Nice.
Super dope. Super dope. So for the common person who's looking to start a business and be where you were 11, 12 years ago and was like, look, you know, I need some advice to start something, what would you tell that person?
Just one thing? One thing?
Anything.
All right. Just one. Turn off your phone. And I say it like this, turn off your phone. Most people want to start a business because they saw something. It's cool. You can always have an idea. You want to be passionate about what you do. But the main thing is turn off your phone. Because what happens is you become fixated on what everybody else is doing around you. You're not realizing that some people took 15 years to get to that point. Some people just popped off. Some people just doing it just for the gram, like they say.
Right.
So when you're getting started and you lock in and you're focused and you're passionate about what you're doing, turn your phone off and then get to work. And then be prepared to work when no one's looking. Because, you know, I tell them,
I love
that. Definitely. Yeah.
I love that.
So turn your phone off, be passionate and driven about what you're doing and make it your purpose as far as what you want to do. Because it looks cool because everybody else is doing it. But when you break it down and kind of think about it, most people don't survive in business. Like they say, most businesses fail after the first 3 years. That's a lie. I would say most businesses don't get sustainable and actually start making money to about the 19th month.
Right. 19th
month. And I just working just some people. So I tell people just to hold out and just wait. And when you get to 18, 19 months, and then you'll start to see something.
Patience is the key. And then network with you.
Networking. That's a good segue.
Networking, yes.
Which
definitely
gets me to the next part of your business because you just started a entrepreneur network under the LLC that you have. Can you explain a little bit about that?
Yeah, exactly. So in February, so the origin of that, I got the origin story. I like superheroes. You know, everybody has an origin.
Absolutely.
Everybody loves superheroes. So the origin story of the Nothing But Web Entrepreneur Network was simple. Just with longevity of the game, I work with different business owners, and then I become a hub for certain people when they need certain services or a certain product. They would reach out to me. I love working with people. I love dealing with people, but sometimes you got to be able to turn your phone off and you don't want to have to say, you know, and then they want feedback. So what I decided to do last year leading up until February is I literally for the weekend, which, you know, shout out to my wife. I went away for the weekend, locked myself in a hotel room, came up with a product that I needed to. So the whole weekend, Friday to Sunday, came up with the network. So basically what the network is I compiled all of I call them super friends, and it's open to anybody else. Sign up now. It's a free membership. What you do inside the platform, you come on, you set up your profile, and then you automatically are archived into a storefront. So let's say if you're selling hair products or you're a plumber, you're put into that particular basket, quote unquote. In addition to that, there's also articles to read. I have different members that are writers in there. They write the different entrepreneurship ups and downs, their quotes. And it's just building a community of different types of entrepreneurs. I think I was looking at it today. It's nice because it's self-sustainable because I've had people reach out to me that are network members and inviting me to an event. And then I'll get to the event and I'm like, wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all 7 of you in the network. Yeah, we network and we did our own thing. We met each other inside the network. So it's pretty cool to know about that. And then also what I do is I do weekly episodes exclusive for the members of the network. And then we put it out to the public later on. I bring different entrepreneurs on. I call it the seminar series. So I bring experts in different types of fields that come on. And then what they do is they deliver seminars. They come on. I'm the host of it. And it's them talking about their passion and giving entrepreneurs tips. And then the reason I did that is because if you're an entrepreneur, you know what it takes. You ain't got time sometimes to sit down and watch something for 3 hours or read a 300-page book. Right. But you do got time, maybe about 15, 20 minutes to dive deep. So now in this catalog that I've built, and I'm going into episode 35, if you have something or a topic or something that you're passionate about or something that you need to tweak with, if you just go back to the episode, just watch the episode. So that's what the network is, just bringing people together. And then my goal for that is 10,000. So 10,000 members. Nice. That's where I'm going with that, with the network.
That's super dope.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
that's amazing.
So depending on the type of business you're trying to build, you jump in your network, and then you're automatically coupled with the same people within that kind of.
Exactly. So
if I'm building jewelry, I got a jewelry shop, I'm signing up to your thing, and I'm jumping in with other people who makes jewelry and stuff like that. Absolutely.
So it's a family. I call it a family environment. Right. So it's not competitive. It's if you can be therapists is, I don't know, therapy is the key. I have like 27 therapists in there. They all kind of know each other. They don't know, but it's harmony because you know what? In business, you may not have time. So they literally give each other, leads on different things that they can do with it. Yeah. So it's once they join in, and you can just want to start your business, not, you may be on the fence. You could be in business 20 years. It's open to everybody. It's free. So just come on in. Once you set up your profile, I just catalog you with with your window, and then I have different certain projects, so you can collaborate. It's nice because now you can do group chats with the members that are in there. You can send direct messages to people. It's similar setup to other social media platforms. I don't know if you're going to get flagged, but it's got the best of all of them. Pictures sharing. It's got the ability to follow, unfollow people.
Cool.
I have a great reference points, but I won't put them on there. I don't want to get flagged. but definitely come check it out. Check it out. It's a free membership.
Yes, definitely.
Absolutely.
Check that out.
All right. So we got Nothing But Web LLC, right? And all the good and positive that that's doing for a lot of businesses. Outside of that, you are a community man. You work with the community.
Yes.
So I've known that you've kind of transformed a youth football team out in the town that you're in, and now they have a chance to win regionals. This weekend, and
tomorrow,
possibly,
tomorrow they might be going to the Nationals.
Yeah, it might, and possibly be the Nationals going down to Florida.
Florida.
So what motivated you to get into transforming this football team?
All right, so long story, I won't go into details. Literally, if you shout out to Trevor Ford, that's my right hand man,
the president.
Shout out to President Trev. If you don't know him, man, listen, Trev and I were literally for the past, I would say 2.5 years. We're on the phone 6:30 a.m. every day building this thing up. Mm-hmm. We literally going to shop this to Netflix. We have to because the story is remarkable.
Yes.
Just coming aboard, I know. So it was a big transition. So in a particular town, were you shouting out towns?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So in the town of Bloomfield, there was the long-standing Raiders program. Great program, great organization. And then a gentleman named James Jenkins, he decides that he saw where youth football was going with Pop Warner, and he wanted to transition and do a spinoff or a subsidiary of the Bloomfield Warhawks. Mm-hmm. So he created the Bloomfield Junior Warhawks. So that in itself took a lot of politicking, which, behind the scenes I do that stuff, but now it's kind of like I'm.
Yeah, you feel about that?
I'm getting town council people, the mayor's on my phone. What do you think? Can you bring this together? So I went to a couple meetings. At first, when he was trying to get off the ground, I met with him in the organization that they had. I was like, it's not a good fit. Not a good fit for the time consumption. And then Trevor Ford got involved. And then he said, "Hey, I said, nah. Call me back. Call me back." But then, he was persistent. As far as, "Hey, I know what you do. You know what I do. Let's get together and do this." And no. That was like him. No, I'm not doing it. No. It was crazy because he actually invited me over his house and. In his, he gave me a pitch meeting. It was kind of like, it was crazy because I swear, I don't know where he did his research, but literally what he did was he took the format that Heat did when they got LeBron. So I walked through the door, there was music playing, there was like highlights of my clients.
Yeah, he was trying to recruit
he was trying to recruit me like, listen, the only thing we're missing is you. And I'm like, listen, I'm gonna think about it. He's like, no, we can't, I'm not letting you out this door till you figure it out.
That's how you do it.
So I said, listen, I'll give you 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. Cool. We agreed on 2 weeks. And as you said, now they're going possibly to the Nationals.
Yeah.
Shout out to the cheerleaders because it's not just football. It's cheer.
Cheer.
So the cheerleaders
won
So cheers state champs again. They won last year again. Nice. 2 teams went to nationals. The JV team, don't quote me on this, but the JV team, I believe, they won 3rd place in the nation.
Nice.
That was first year out.
Awesome.
First year out rocking. So when I came aboard officially, became a board member and everything, my title is VP of Business Operations. When I took it over, looking at the books, because I'm a business guy, so I got to look at the books. Where's the money going? They were negative $400 when I took over. Last year we spent $100,000. This year we're on track to spend probably like $130,000. When I came aboard this program, I thought, I dealt with basketball, $5,000 to get it done, get a couple shirts, jerseys.
Yeah.
But then literally, it was a process. So first year came out, it was a difficult year. We survived. We had 8 programs, 4 cheer, 4 football. We got it out rocking. It was great to see, as far as you say, dealing with politicians and town officials. At first, it felt like they didn't think it was going to happen.
Right.
But then last
Usually
year,
how it goes.
but then top of the year, once they saw the process and saw who was leading the way, and our board, and shout out to everybody on the board, they believed, and the grant they gave us $40,000 for the town budget, $40,000.
Nice.
Now, I'm gonna give you the exclusive because $40,000 is a lot of money, and you'll be the first. It's exclusive because I don't talk about this whole thing. Listen, to those that are listening, the $40,000 got spent in a weekend, and I'll give you the breakdown.
I bet it did.
It got spent in a weekend, and some people don't believe that, but I'll give you a breakdown. When we took it over, the Raiders equipment that we had when we merged, let's say 120 shoulder pads, had to throw them out.
Wow.
115 helmets, had to throw them out. We had to buy brand new helmets, brand new shoulder pads, brand new jerseys, and then that's when the business side of me was able to negotiate deals.
Right.
So just giving you a price point, we got brand new jerseys, and we went from our program to maybe about 80 to 170 something.
Yeah, kids started coming in.
They started coming.
Yep.
So to put uniforms on those bodies was $14,000 for uniforms.
Wow.
That's football.
Right.
Now on top of that, doing my business willing and dealing, was able to get a deal, buy one get one free. So now we got 2 sets of jerseys for $14,000 out of the 40.
Nice.
Wow.
And then we needed and then because of the tragedy that happened last year with DeMar Hamlin and everything, chest plate, we made it a point that, listen, we got brand new shoulder pads. Threw everything out. We got the one state of the art, top of the line. No one has these but us.
Right.
That was a bill.
Yeah, I bet it was.
$17,000. So, just making sure. My biggest thing is, and the board, as far as, again, shout out to everybody on the board, shout out to everybody in the organization, founders, everything. We did it for the kids.
Yeah.
I'm always for the
Safety
kids. I'm always for the kids. I'm always for the kids. So anyone listening, you got to do it for the kids.
Absolutely.
Got to do it for the kids. But yeah, so fast forward to this year, I believe 2 or 3 cheer teams are probably going to nationals. We had 3 out of 4 football teams make it to states. And then now we had the 13U team that's going to regionals, and if they win tomorrow, they're going to Florida.
Yeah.
Shout out to 13U.
Wow. 13U.
Yeah.
Definitely.
13U. So.
My son is in a 13U team, so that's why.
So it's a process, just building, and it's, my goal originally, was to help entrepreneurs, and then you find out, in order to help those entrepreneurs, you got to start young.
Yeah.
You got to start young, being educated. You got to start with the kids, because these kids that we're working, we're building, we're motivating.
They're our future.
They're the future.
Absolutely.
So that's the goal.
Q, my man, I appreciate you
definitely
greatly. The things that you're doing is to be admired, yo.
Appreciate you,
so just keep pushing, keep doing your thing. We are probably I know I am one of your biggest fans, dog. I seen you do it for a long time, dog, and we know each other since a long time. So and we worked together at some point. So it's like, yo, I truly hold you in high regards as far as what you're doing, and as far as your business, and as far as what you do for the community. To keep it up. Thank you.
You, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you.
Appreciate you guys having me today.
Yes.
Listen.
Thank you for joining.
When you made the call and like you said, hey, you want to be? I'm like, yep, sign me up.
No hesitation.
Yeah,
He's like, when you need me, dog.
Yeah, you come Friday. I'll be there. Yeah, so I definitely appreciate everybody here. Table of 3.
Yeah, we appreciate you.
Table for 3.
Table for 3.
Thank you for
Appreciate you guys
joining us,
having me.
man. And we hopefully I see you at the regionals tomorrow.
Yeah, the regionals.
All right, so that's Quentin McDougald for
Nothing but web.
LLC. Go check it out. Go check out the website.
Sign up.
Sign up for the network if you're into doing business and you want to just evolve. Check my man out. He'll get you right.
Yeah, congrats.
All right, thanks.